What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Tuesday where you got Stay Tuned Live. And of course, every Tuesday, I got to come with fire. We got to come with the crew. All the crew ain't here, but we still going to represent as we always do. So let's go around the panel and let's talk to everybody. Let's see. There go that boy Jay Wilden came into the building. Go ahead and start this segment off, baby. Talk to the people.
What's cracking, y'all? What's cracking, man? Good to be here on another Tuesday, man. Good to see everybody and good to be seen.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, we got Rocco in the building. Is it? Oh, hold on. What? Is it Ian? Okay.
Ian Rakelli, Sports Angle on PR Connections Radio every Friday night here in Las Vegas, Nevada, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern.
When we first met, when you were telling me the story about Rocco, I was always gonna tell you Ian was cool to me. Like I didn't, you know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? That was the old company. The old company wanted me to have an Italian first name, but hey, new company now, new station, new everything. So.
Absolutely. No, I like it. I like it. It's good to see, the real Ian back. We got that boy Dennis in the house, Ignorant Thinkers.
Yeah, I'm here. It's Ian now, so I guess we don't have to say rock on. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm glad. I'm glad that everybody working out. I was glad to see everybody. Happy to be here. Jay Will, baby, ain't see you this weekend. What happened, baby?
Man, schedule change at work, man. I'd be there at 6 in the morning, man.
Six in the morning, police at my door.
Yeah, I've been going early all week, bro. Hopefully I can get back to some normalcy next week.
Okay.
All right, we got a special guest in the building. Shoot, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. I'll let you take the mic and just introduce yourself.
Thank you, my brother. What's up, everybody? It's your boy P. Parnell. I'm the researcher for the Ball Hog Sports Podcast, a podcast where sports, business, and entertainment collide. Thank y'all for having me on the show. Can't wait to debate, man. Can't wait to get into it, y'all.
Right, and big up for being a Bulls fan, man. You smart.
Hey, Chicago, man. Black and red, maybe. Black and
Shut down. All right, and of course, last but not least, we got the man in the building, the CEO. Talk to him.
Hey, y'all know what time it is.
Y'all know what time it is. And like I always say, if you don't, please get you a watch. So, hey, let's talk about, we got to dive into this, man. We got some stuff to dive into. I mean, man, today it went, y'all know my saying, I ain't said it in a while, but it went down like prom dresses today in the NFL. So we're going to start with this one first. I didn't know where to go with it, but I think this is about one of the best places to start. So for those that didn't know, the Seattle Seahawks and the Broncos, been working on the trade for about a week, and I think I read it's the second biggest deal in the history of the NFL. But anyway, the Broncos received Russell Wilson in the 4th-round pick. The Seahawks got 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, a 5th-rounder, Drew Lock, Noah Fant, and Shelby Harris. So they got 3 potential starters to play now, plus 5 draft picks. Man, let's just dive into it. Dennis, what's your thoughts when you saw this, man?
For the Denver Broncos, this doesn't surprise me. They love grabbing old quarterbacks and trying to win now. So that doesn't surprise me with them. With the Seattle Seahawks, it did surprise me with them because I didn't honestly see Seattle, getting rid of Russell Wilson. I thought he was going to retire there. So now it looks like Seattle's in full rebuild. They got a bunch of first-round draft picks. So, like I said, Seattle's looking pretty good over there. I also want to say, and I'm just going to say this. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I think Denver, after they traded for Von Miller and noticed that the Rams won the championship with no first-round draft picks, said, F it, we don't need first-round draft picks either.
Right. And Von Miller wants to go back, I heard.
Yeah, I heard him winking towards that on his Instagram.
Right. All right. Let's go to Ian. I don't keep want to say Rocco. Let's go to Ian.
Well, I'm going to talk about this trade similar to how I talked about the Matthew Stafford trade a year ago. If Denver wins a Super Bowl with Russell Wilson, then they won this trade hands down. However, considering all the draft capital that they just got and understanding how valuable a draft capital can be in terms of a rebuild, I will not be surprised if short-term Denver wins this trade, but long-term Seattle comes out as a winner. I mean, everybody else knows the fact that they got rid of Russell Wilson and they released their all-pro linebacker and Bobby Wagner. So with Seattle getting rid of both faces of the franchise on offense and defense, they're going to do a full rebuild now. So I'm going to say short-term for just this season, Denver won this trade, and Russell Wilson's going to help them get better this upcoming season. But Seattle, maybe 5 years from now, they'll capitalize on those first-round picks. Who knows? Maybe they'll do with Dallas Cowboys. Maybe they'll take those, multiple picks and convert them even to more picks. So we'll see what Seattle does long-term. But short-term, I have Denver winning this deal. And I think Russell Wilson, the first legit quarterback they've had since a guy named Peyton Manning was there.
Got it. And I think I read that after they cut Wagner, that there's no more players from that Super Bowl team on Seattle.
Or the Legion of Boom.
Yeah. So, this is definitely a new day for Seattle fans and just the franchise as a whole. What you got, Jay Will?
I laughed my ass off, man, when I got the alert on my phone. For a lot of reasons, a lot of course, personal reasons. Because Russ, he owns the Niners, so I'm like, okay, well, shit, we can get this dude out of the division, but then then I had to switch it up, and I just kind of started laughing at the Raiders because now they really need to make the Raiders are in a situation that the Niners were in last year. Once the Rams got Stafford. And then I sat here and I was like, man, we got to do something because there's no way in the world with my man in Arizona and Stafford and Russell Wilson and then, us having Jimmy G. So now the Raiders, they're going to have to shoot their wad now. They got to go out and they got to do something. There's no way in the world Carr is going to be able to withstand that division. I know the Raiders put the Chargers out of the playoffs. But it's going to be a juggernaut for the Raiders. So I kind of laughed all day about it. I'm actually still kind of laughing because I got a bunch of Seahawk fans, Seahawk homies that their feelings are real hurt right now. So it's three-way laughter today for me.
Right.
So let me ask Jay Will real quick. You're the Raiders. Are you going to start the McDaniel, Ziegler era outright? You're going to do a proper rebuild? Or what's the Raiders going to do?
I think that they're going to have to go out and get a quarterback. They're really going to have to go out and get a quarterback if they're going to be able to compete in the AFC West. I don't know. Raider fans might say the Carr, could hold the jockstrap, but I don't think so. So
I think they should go to Dallas and get Dak Prescott.
You stupid. well, before this turned into comedy. Before I go to the next person, word out here, they love Derek Carr here. I think McDaniel loves Carr, and y'all got to remember, McDaniel's first gig started off bad with the Jay Cutler era when he wanted to bring in Castle, and that whole QB situation, he was doomed from the start. So people are not giving him credit now, and I actually, funny enough, think that him and Carr, they're not going to win that division or nothing. And I'm not, me, I'm not a big Raiders supporter either. But I actually think they're going to be better than what you think. Now, I don't think they should be giving that man $40 million that they're talking about doing. But if they do that, that just tells you that they're all in on Derek Carr. So I'd wait another year to see how he does under McDaniel before I even think about paying any money like that. But let's go. Forgot your name again, my brother, the guest. I'm going to call you Sports PS. Go ahead and talk to him.
Don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. But
I'm old, man. I forget quick, man.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. But I agree with Ian. Short term, Denver won this one. This puts them in the best position possible to compete in the playoffs. It's going to be hard, though, because you got Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes, and you got the Chargers with Justin Herbert. Long term, it's interesting to see what Seattle's going to do with all that draft compensation. You're not going to get a quarterback in this year's draft class. That ain't going to happen. Maybe next year's draft class, maybe Bryce Young, maybe CJ Stroud from Ohio State, or and address other needs that Seattle needs. But with Denver, I'm sorry. Look, you've had Brock Osweiler, Trevor Simeon, Paxton Lynch, Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Lock, other quarterbacks I can't remember off the top of my head since Peyton Manning. This is a legit quarterback that you got right now in Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, in my opinion, is a top 5 quarterback. So I knew he was going to leave Seattle. It was over. It was going to be done. Now he goes to Denver. What's interesting to me is Denver. I actually thought he wanted to go to a bigger market because of his wife, Sierra. So you had to factor that into the equation. But I love it for him. This will put him in the best position possible to compete. So that's all I got to say on that, man.
I can dig it. It was a good list, and that just shows you how trash that the quarterbacks have been. And again, they went all in, similar situation, but more of a free agent. Luckily Peyton Manning, Elway, they were able to form that relationship. But yeah, same thing, same situation. So, and before we move on, let's talk to the CEO, get his thoughts on the Russell Wilson situation. Talk to him.
No, I think Denver won. You know what I mean? Because I'm a Wilson fan. You know what I mean? So we'll see. And Carr is the worst quarterback in the. It's not a bad thing, but he's now the worst quarterback in the AFC West. Some of the comments are Denver is not built for heavy play action and scrambling QBs. This is not a good scheme for Wilson to be in. He is not a top 5 quarterback.
Bro.
That's from my boy BJ. Yuri said the Broncos won the trade fair and square. Seahawks have a long way to go. Sonny said Dak is the black
Kirk Cousins.
What the hell is Matt Ryan? A white Tavares. What's his name? Tavares. EJ Manuel. Go ahead.
Lopez said Denver will be a playoff contender, still a hard division with KC and Chargers. Raiders need to make some trades and moves. Seattle will rebuild for the long term. And from Blaze, Broncos are Aaron Rodgers not a Wilson away from competing for the Super Bowl, but they will ball. So,
all right. Well, let's move on to the next topic. All right, if everybody can see this, basically, you see the pictures. It is a simple question. Is Kyler Murray worth a big contract like the one that Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen received? We'll go around the horn. Let's let us, again, you cool with it. I'm going to call you Sports PS. Talk to him.
That's good for me, man. Listen, my thing is Kyler. I'm a big Kyler Murray fan going from his days at Oklahoma, him winning the Heisman Trophy, becoming the number 1 overall pick. Is he worthy of a huge contract extension, the likes of Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes? No. Kyler's coming off a disappointing end to the season, and especially that playoff game in which he was awful. He was horrible. Let's just call it for what it is. He threw 2 interceptions, including one of the worst pick sixes. And then, look, my thing is with Kyler, if you had a problem with the organization, why couldn't you just have a conversation? Have a conversation with the team face-to-face or in phone, figure out what we need to do differently in order for us to compete and go that far. I just feel like with Kyler, the way he's handled it in the offseason, particularly with his agent releasing the statement about he wants to be the long-term quarterback and he wants to win a Super Bowl, but we got to pay Kyler right now. So for me, Kyler has handled it unprofessionally. Kyler hasn't done enough, in my opinion, in order for him to get a long-term contract. If I'm Arizona, I wait. And the other concern with Kyler, can he finish his season healthy? That's a concern with Kyler, his size. Can he stay healthy for the remainder of the season? So Kyler, no, he's not worthy of a long-term contract. 98.2.
Got it. All right. Dennis, what you got?
I really don't have a problem with Kyler asking for money. He allowed to ask for money. Go ahead, ask for the money that you want. Do what you're gonna do with it, whatever that's supposed to be. But you go ahead and ask for the money you want. This is up to them if they want to pay you. I really don't have a problem with it.
All right, simple as that. All right, it's kind of the way the NFL and most sports work. Next man up. Usually, when it's your time, you either pay or you move on. That's just typically how it works these days. Some are worth it, some not. Jay Will.
I feel like Dennis. I mean, sometimes you ask, when you ask, you might get it. But I just, with my man, the guest, I agree with him. Like, I'm just not big on just, putting your shit out there in the streets, man. But see, again, this is bigger than Nino Brown. I think that he's been going back and forth with the organization. I think that maybe they're kind of putting him off, and I think that I'm hoping that that's why he went to the media with it. But if that's not the case, then But then when the Arizona's in a situation, almost kind of like the Niners. I mean, you're gonna have to pay somebody, and so you know what I mean. Like, there's really not a lot out there right now. When Kyler's balling, he's balling, but he sucked last year in the playoffs. I don't know, man. Like, I just don't see. I don't see. I think both the Cardinals and Kyler lose. If they go on without him, if they try to trade him, who will they get? But at the end of the day, you got to pay somebody. You got to pay a quarterback. So you might as well pay the guy that's been in the organization and that knows the system.
Right. All right, Ian, talk to him.
I'm going to answer this by asking the audience and asking the people that are here two most important questions. Has Kyler Murray ever been selected to an All-Pro?
No.
I don't believe so.
No.
Josh Allen has once. Patrick Mahomes has twice. Has Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes both gotten their teams to championship games, AFC championship games?
Yes.
Yep.
Has Kyler Murray even won a playoff game?
Nope.
Until he can lead his team to an NFC championship game and until he can get an all-pro selection, Kyler Murray should not even be in the discussion of having a contract like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. You see, Patrick Mahomes has earned that contract because of what he has done. Josh Allen has earned that contract because of the all-pro selection and the championship games he has gotten them to. Kyler Murray hasn't earned it yet. So until he can get to those accolades, no.
Well, wait a minute, Ian. On what you're saying, Kyler Murray right now wants to be paid as a top 3 quarterback, as was said, right?
That is correct.
And I know a guy who was paid as a top 3 quarterback at his time, and he ain't accomplished none of that stuff. Guy I'm talking about is called Kirk Cousins.
Okay, and I was one of the people who said Kirk Cousins shouldn't have got that contract either.
Another guy who got paid and he was a top 3 guy, I'm gonna have to say, is my guy Dakota Prescott. Another guy who got paid as a top 3 guy, who ain't even played this year, is Deshaun Watson. The way I see it, give him the money.
Hey, my boy BJ said Kyler Murray trash like Donovan McNabb.
Oh,
Hey, BG, that was a personal shot there, player.
We got 5 NFC championship games in the Super Bowl.
I know, man. He threw a straight up personal, truthful shot at you.
Hey, Murray should have stuck with
I hate you
baseball.
talking shit.
Lopez
We'll
said
take him in
franchise tag Kyler Murray. Show me or shut up.
yeah, I'd like to see
Cardinals,
Kyler Murray
have they
play
picked
for the
up
Las
his
Vegas
fifth-year option?
Athletics.
Hey, BJ, you
I
out of
think they
control.
did pick it up. Yeah. All right, Josh. What you got on the matter before we move on?
I agree with pretty much what Rocco said, but like Dennis countered, man, it is some quarterbacks that haven't really proved, but they still got paid. So,
Right.
Right. So why punish him? All right, and you've been saving it, but we're gonna dive into this one right here. There's some personal stuff here. We had a big argument last week involving this man, or the big debate, I should say. But a simple question, yay or nay? Do you agree with the Packers on bringing Rodgers back? And if y'all don't know, he just re-signed a $200 million 4-year deal, which puts him at 50 per. Which move over, Dak, move over, Josh, move over, Patrick. I am the top
Wait a
dog.
minute, that Zard, it was reported that that's not 100% true.
Well, until
Right.
what you say, send me the link. The link, I got links of the 4-year.
Oh
200
man, here
million.
you go. You sound like you in 2MW.
Hey, that's
Send
what
me
I'm
the
saying.
link.
Until I see further, because he said it. From what I heard from Schefter and reliable sources, that's what he got. Man.
Listen, either you trust them or you trust Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers lost a lot of credibility for his life.
Exactly.
There you go.
So
Whatever it is, you got him back.
Right.
My
So,
boy
Josh,
Rashad
this your guy, Josh. You kick
Nah,
this
I'm
off.
gonna give it to Rashad. Let Rashad.
Oh, Rashad in the building?
Oh, Rashad here. Hold on. Let me mute my mic. Let me let him go.
Okay,
Uh-oh. You better run for it. Run for
Y'all
it.
crazy.
I hope it ain't zero below weather right now. Go ahead, Rashad.
Nah, it's not, because if it was, Aaron Rodgers would be choking. So who gives a damn? But honestly, I hate it. I was all for trading Rodgers, seeing what Denver got for Russ. I mean, what Seattle got for Russ, the Packers would have got so much more for trading Aaron. 2-time back-to-back MVP. This dude, I mean, they would have got a boat. They would have got the entire damn farm. So the fact that they didn't and they committed to this dude, it tells me two things. The first one, the Packers are the definition of insanity. Doing something over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. They are the definition of insanity as an organization right now. Number two, also it tells me Gutekunst does not believe in Jordan, love the pick, and now you have to trade him. Same thing that happened with Jimmy G and Tom Brady in New England. They extended Tom Brady. Tom Brady won 2 Super Bowls. They traded Jimmy G. Jimmy G goes to Frisco. The rest is history. In Aaron Rodgers' case, he's not Brady, obviously. So they will trade Jordan. We'll see what happens, but I highly doubt he gets to another Super Bowl. Josh knows this. I'm all for keeping the band back together, but when you're constantly bumping your head and the main corporate is that guy, number 12, who cannot get it done when it matters the most, for me, you trade that and you start over. But they decided to extend this man. Rodgers is he's a character. He's more of a narcissist more than anything. He comes out last week and says, "Oh, it's not about the money." Bro, it's always been about the money with you. You're one of the most selfish players in the organization's history. By far. First of all, you don't even get along with your own family, which is a major red flag. Number 2, you lie and you lie and you lie. You tell white lies. You're still lying.
Lies.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I look at it like this. Okay, the Packers signed him for 4 years. He gets $200+ million. Okay, the excuses were the special teams. Then we heard about the weather. We've heard about Kevin King. No, bro, it's you. 2 back.
Let me ask you something, Rashad.
Huh?
So let me ask you something. Now, just consider this, because I mean, Josh too. You can even answer, because especially the debate we had last week, and I know that's funny. I felt weird defending y'all quarterback, and like it was the other way around. Like it'd be different. Y'all bash your mind. Usually you defend your own, but y'all. So you wouldn't want to be in a position every year where you're competing for a Super Bowl. You rather let one of the greatest quarterbacks go with an unknown, possibly be rebuilding, possibly win 4 games, than to say, hey, every year I have a shot to win the Super Bowl. Not many teams can say that, but we can. But you're willing to give that up to start over and don't know what the hell y'all gonna be for the next.
Okay, so but we know what we get with Rodgers. We know we gonna run through the
NFC
teams.
Championship game every year, damn near.
That's not the Super Bowl or bust for us though. We're not here
Right.
to go to the.
But
to
no,
the
but you get my question though.
yeah,
But
but I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer it real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer it real quick. I understand what you're saying. Everybody's right when they say Rodgers right now gives us the best chance of winning. Winning what though? Regular season games. Everybody knows it's Super Bowl or bust with Green Bay. So why are we continuing to do or just go to the playoffs and be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We made the playoffs. We could clown Bears fans. We could clown all the fans in our division just because we own them. Nah, it's about winning a Super Bowl. He doesn't give us the best chance of winning in the playoffs. And teams have shown that you don't need no elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Brady and Mahomes was the last 2 elite quarterbacks to win. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, he can't even get back. It's 2022, man. And they talk about the Super Bowl in 2010. So what chance do he give us? Really, nothing.
But the fact that he gets to the NFC Championship game,
that's not what we want to do.
No, hold on.
No, I'm saying it's time to move on. You said
it's 1 game away from the Super Bowl.
It's not the
One
Super
year,
Bowl.
I would be like, we're gonna get
But that's
another one.
you.
He got one.
No,
we're gonna get another one.
But we do. How many times have Aaron Rodgers been to the NFC Championship game?
6, I believe. Now,
Okay,
right?
then so he only won 1. So how many times are we gonna have to continue to go through this?
Right.
What's your favorite shot?
It's the definition of insanity. Like I said, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. This dude shrinks in the playoffs. And this is title town, bro. People say what they want. This is the Green Bay Packers. This is one of the blue bloods of the NFL. That's facts. Chicago.
It's just crazy to see that I want to get rid of a 2-time MVP.
I
right. Never heard of that. It's just crazy.
3-time, right? 3 or 4 times.
No, I mean 2 in a row, though. I'm saying. No, 4.
4 times.
That's okay. So, would you rather say my quarterback is better than yours or my team is better than yours?
But you can say both, except for
No,
one
you
or
can't.
2
Because Rodgers
teams.
chokes, so we can't say both. Because he chokes.
No, I'm saying besides 1 or 2 teams, you can say that to everybody.
No, we can't. Because we didn't win no Super Bowl. We're not about to say my team is better than yours because I won 13 games and your team won 10. I want to say my team won the Super Bowl, and Rodgers hasn't done it.
I just look at it different, man.
I'm a Green Bay fan. I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan. I'm a Green Bay fan.
Right, same here. And I'm with Josh. I'm a Packer fan. I don't care for player. I don't care for Rodgers, bro. I'm a Packers fan.
And he's one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen play. He's the best quarterback I've ever seen play.
He is.
But move on.
A special talent, but again, it's the definition of insanity. You get to the playoffs and you constantly shrink. And Green Bay, we don't hang division banners. Dallas doesn't hang division banners. Frisco doesn't hang division banners.
I hear you.
The Steelers don't hang division banners.
Right.
New England don't hang division banners.
Right.
This is Super Bowls, bro. We built off championships.
Got it.
New York Giants.
Rashad,
keeping the buck, they don't hang division banners.
Go ahead, Jay Will.
It's a
standard. Why do you think you guys will get rid of Jordan Love, though?
What? Like, honestly though, why would we keep him? At this point, we just extended Rodgers. So the lease is cut short on Jordan now. You got to trade him now.
Yeah, but he doesn't even have anything to actually offer. I mean, he hasn't really even played that much. So when you say trade him, who's really gonna want to give something up for someone who really hasn't played on the pro level and has given you anything to see?
Trust me, there's a team out there that will at least give a 6th round pick, bro.
Teams, I think I can get more than that for him. From what I heard, this Super Bowl class ain't really good.
Well, you're right. This quarterback class is horrible.
Right.
No, there's only 2 good quarterbacks. The rest of them are just
quarterback.
I don't even think there's 2.
2 good ones.
I don't even think there's 2, bro. There's none to me.
I mean,
Right.
Willis might be all right. I like Willis a little bit. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't think this quarterback class is piss poor.
Yeah.
So
And that's what Seahawks fans are saying, that they're gonna draft a quarterback. I'm like, who? Like, who's coming out?
No,
Like,
well, see,
Well, they got the number 9 pick. I think they're gonna if he might go around that time. That's the guy that they're probably gonna try to get.
who
Alabama.
picked
Malik Willis. Yeah,
it?
he had a
Willis.
great combine.
I like Willis, but if I'm Seattle, I draft a defensive player or another weapon, and I get ready for that next quarterback class next year,
And let Drew
Right.
Lock play 1 year
and let Drew
No.
Lock play 1 year, bro.
and just
And I
suffer through another season.
Exactly, and I get ready,
That dude's
and I get
terrible.
ready for that kid from Alabama or that kid from Ohio State.
Right. Okay. Oh, you like Stroud, huh? See
Yeah.
now, okay, so that opened up another can of worms. There ain't never been an Ohio State quarterback to even come close to panning out in the NFL.
And I hear you on that, and you're right, but he is going to be probably a top 10 pick.
Sorry, Ian. Hey, I'm rooting for Justin Fields.
Technically, Joe Burrow started at Ohio State.
Nah, that don't count, bro. That don't count. We know that don't count. He don't even claim them boys.
Right. So yeah, man, it's just, going back to the Rodgers thing, hey,
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. Will I be surprised if we do the same thing over, win about 10 to 13 games and choke again in the playoff and come up short? No, that would not be surprising. My thing is, but my bold prediction is, honestly, I think the Packers are going to struggle this year. I think they will struggle this year. And I'm not saying they're not going to make the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs, but I think they will struggle this year.
Right.
What do you mean by that? Not make the NFC Championship game?
No, I'm not saying they won't make the NFC Championship game, but I just truly think they're going to lose about 6-7 games this year.
Hey, before Ian or Pete, I talk to Shot all the time, and we talk about it. Who's a better quarterback in the NFC than Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah,
None.
Not a lot in the
nobody.
period. But
Y'all know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. So
Right. He's the best.
He's
especially now
he's
that
the
Russ
best
is-
I ever seen. I put Brady in Montana ahead of him,
I'm just asking.
but he is the best that I've
no
watched.
excuses for this dude, and he has a good defense. You know what I mean? He had special teams has been trash, but Green Bay is a good team. You know what I mean?
Right.
Without Aaron Rodgers.
Right. And now that you look at Russell Wilson going to Denver, like, Rodgers is the clear cut best quarterback in that entire conference. Nobody's better than him right now in that conference. So but what does that mean though? Because when he goes against these lesser quarterbacks, he shrinks. So it doesn't mean, like, that's what I'm saying. What does it mean?
Right.
So
I feel you.
Again, just to cut, just to kind of in this rant, it's more so like, okay, Packers, I get why you do re-sign them, because you don't want the fear of not having a winning team or not being able to possibly get to a Super Bowl is scary. But at the same time, when do you say enough is enough from one guy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just the definition of insanity. Hey, I'm gonna support, like me and Josh talk about it all the time. We're gonna ride with these boys regardless till the wheels fall off. So
He do good. When he do good, you're gonna be putting.
big time,
this.
big
Hey,
time.
Rashad, love this,
bro, big time, bro. Like, I'm a ride because I'm a Packer fan. At the end of the day, like, I bleed green and gold. So for me, I don't care who's quarterback. I'm gonna still ride with you. But
they asked me, well, so what you gonna say if y'all win the Super Bowl? I'm gonna be happy. I don't care what I say right now.
Right.
Hey, if we win the Super Bowl, hey, you can pull all this stuff up. Hey, prove me wrong, Aaron Rodgers. Prove me wrong. That's all I want you to do. I don't like what we did, but prove me wrong again.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Ian, jump in there.
Well, I'm going to say this from two different perspectives. I will say, if you're a Bears fan, if you're a Lions fan, if you're a Vikings fan,
Oh, it's a
You're
wrap.
refilling your alcohol cabinet for the next 4 years.
Yeah, facts. It's a wrap, y'all.
All right. As a Bears fan and as someone who's an avid Bears fan, I've already stocked up my Jack Daniels and my Johnny Walker for Sundays. Okay.
Yeah, as you
Because watching Bears versus Packers, Aaron Rodgers, he's a daddy. Like you said, he's
Yeah.
the daddy of the Chicago Bears. So I hate
Yeah, San Francisco is his daddy though. But yeah, you're right.
But I will say this. So if you're not one of those 3 teams, you love this move.
Right.
Because in the NFC, you now have a quarterback for the next 4 years who's guaranteed to choke in the playoffs.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
You have a quarterback that, hey, if it's the NFC divisional round, NFC championship round, you know he's going to lose when it matters the most.
Right.
Might as well just put a W on that schedule.
Right.
I bet he get
Bears
one.
fan, though, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna
Hey,
say
I bet he
something,
get one
Yeah, he
within
right.
these 4 years. Watch.
Hey, Czar, I hope you
We'll
right,
see.
bro. Czar,
Yeah, I hope you right, but I
are
don't
right,
believe it.
bro. Because
I don't
we've been
believe it.
waiting for this shit since 2011, 2010. I hope you are right.
I see it.
I really do. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be on the wrong side.
Oh, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
Oh, yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. Of
You know,
course.
just like everybody else.
Oh,
But I hope
yeah.
you're right. I hope you're right this time.
However, I will say that if the Rams re-sign majority of their roster, don't be surprised if they make a run next year.
I'm not.
I mean, they're gonna be a good team. I don't see them
Yeah,
going back
I don't
to
see
back.
them making a
They're
run,
gonna
bro.
come out and they're gonna
We
win. the
aired their ass out this year. I'm not
Right.
worried about the Rams.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
that's-
it just fell into place for them this year, and it was
Right.
at home. It just worked
Right,
out.
they bought
I mean,
it.
I think
Yeah.
they're
They
being
bought it,
competitive.
and that's cool. They
I'm
bought
saying
that, and
that
that's you know what I mean. That's cool.
Those 2 teams, the
Yeah.
NFC West.
I'm not worried.
Right.
That's the team I'm not worried about. Is the Los Angeles
Right.
Rams. They haven't beat
Right.
us in over 3 years. Like,
Right.
so
So San Francisco 49ers done? They're the team you're worried about?
You
All
got
right, before we move on to the next one, let's get Sports PS. What's your final thoughts on Aaron Rodgers?
I did a video on this earlier on my IG.
Hold
Aaron
up, man.
Rodgers,
Forget about
let
me,
me
though.
just
Okay.
let
Well, you ain't
Aaron,
pictured. I can't see you, but go ahead, Sports.
Aaron Rodgers is worth the money. After all, he's one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. He's deserving of every penny of the money. With that being said, I don't care. He choked against the 49ers, who have his number. Was he 0-4 against him in the playoffs? Look, Aaron Rodgers is a top 3 quarterback. I think the reason why he wanted to stay in Green Bay because of the money, the NFC. Look at the quarterbacks you got to deal with in the AFC with Mahomes,
Right.
Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Russell
They're
Wilson,
all
now,
the-
Lamar Jackson.
Mhm.
Josh Allen.
But, bro, you got to win a Super Bowl. Forget the GOAT conversation because obviously Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Right.
Forget that. But we do acknowledge he's one of the greatest quarterbacks to have ever played. Aaron
Absolutely.
Rodgers, whether you like him or not, will be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Facts.
Easy.
Definitely.
My problem
Definitely.
with him is, what is he? 1-4 in NFC.
1-5.
1-4. Oh, I'm sorry, 1-5 in NFC Championship games. And your last game, bro, and we had this discussion. He came up short. I don't want to
Right.
hear any excuses about the weather.
Right.
I don't want to hear any excuses. You're in Lambeau Field. You know it's cold as hell in Lambeau Field. We know that. You scored 10 points in that game. Your defense did everything they could to stop the 49ers offense, and you only scored 10 points. That's the way you end your season? And for me, with Rodgers, look, man, he's lucky he's in the NFC. Look, for the Bears, the Lions, the Vikings, I'm sorry,
Oh,
but
no.
you're gonna have to deal with that. Other than just tequila, there's some red wine, have some red wine or something like that, or in my case, Hennessy, in order to deal with that. But with Aaron Rodgers, man,
All right.
you got to get it done. You got to get it done. And for me, the bigger narrative, what does it do for Jordan Love?
Oh,
How,
Right.
like, what is it?
Right.
What does it do? How is this helping his value? How is this helping his development? How is it
Confidence.
helping him anything? Like, if Jordan Love had showed them in training camp preseason, or hell, in that game against Kansas City last year when Aaron Rodgers couldn't go because of COVID,
Right.
Green Bay probably would have moved on from him.
Right.
Oh, facts.
I think so too. All right. Finally, the man, no pictures, Dennis.
Let's keep it real here, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why Jordan Love is getting his bad slack is because Jordan Love is black. Let's just keep it real.
Oh,
Okay? They always got something to say about the black quarterback. Only black quarterbacks can't read defenses. You ever notice that? Only black
Right.
quarterbacks struggle during training camp. That's they always got something to say about the black quarterback. But I hope that Jordan Love actually leaves and goes somewhere where he's appreciated, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I hope he does too.
I would like for him to
maybe he
go
can
to
get a maybe he can get a
might go to
statue in
Philly.
Philly.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get a statue.
No, he can't come to Philly.
Your son still there?
He might.
Yeah,
Hey, he might go to
my son
Pittsburgh.
Philly.
Oh, my bad. He's 1-4. I keep for some reason I keep thinking he lost in the championship game this year, but you're right, it was second round.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's still
Yeah,
1-4.
Jordan Love. Listen,
He's 1-4.
Jordan
Him and
Washington.
another quarterback I know 1-4 NFC Championship games, but I ain't gonna say no names.
We know who that is.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names.
All right.
Like I said, Aaron Rodgers getting his money doesn't surprise me. I just hope that this 4-year deal means we don't hear shit from him for 4 years.
Oh
That's the
my
only thing
God,
I'm
who
hoping.
you
'Cause
telling?
I'm tired of this saga every fucking
Me
year.
too,
This
bro.
shit worse than the Brett Favre saga.
Bro,
I'm
facts.
tired of this shit every offseason.
Facts.
He ain't gonna be
Like,
signed.
damn,
He's
like
still gonna do a
whatever
Pat
deal he
McAfee show.
signed, let it be done. I don't want to hear shit for 4 years by Aaron Rodgers.
Exact. Me and you both, Dennis.
I'm tired of this
Me too, bro. It's worse than
every
Favre.
goddamn year.
It's
What is
worse
what
than
is Aaron
Favre.
Rodgers going to do? I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
Right. Exactly.
As the world turns, nice soap opera.
So before we switch gears real quick, I just got from a source in the Russell Wilson trade that Russell Wilson had a no trade clause, and the Redskins and the Giants made significant offers for him, but Russell didn't want to waive his no trade clause. He didn't want to go to those two teams, but he
True.
did waive the clause for Denver.
He
Right.
knew not
He
to
didn't
come
wanna
to the
go to the East
NFC.
Coast.
He knew he couldn't fuck with Jalen Hurts in the NFC East. He already
He
knew.
was like, Dak over there? He said, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Wait,
But-
what was
and
it? He
you
said he
gotta-
didn't want to go to the East Coast, if I remember.
And you got to
He wanted
think
to stay on
too.
the West Coast.
And you got to think Seattle wasn't gonna trade him in the conference.
No,
They wasn't gonna trade him in the conference, bro. They got
Well, I mean, again, according to the source, and you could be right. Normally, that is the case. Definitely the division. But they
right.
were saying the way I read it, it was like he stopped it. But maybe if he offered enough, maybe they offered a boatload. Who knows?
Right.
They're like, well, shit.
But
what the hell?
still, like they not gonna trade
They-
him in the conference. Like
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
They
just,
you know
said
what's
the goal-
hey, Czar, you know what's crazy, Czar?
Yeah,
We trade in the division all the time. We don't even give
I
a
know.
fuck.
we
we trade
Jerry,
division
we
all
don't
the
give a
time.
damn. Right.
We don't give a fuck.
but
Right.
that caliber of quarterback, they not gonna trade him in. And now you look at the NFC West, I mean the AFC West, and you look at the Kansas City Chiefs now, and you look
Losers.
you look at
Losers.
them and you're saying,
Uh-oh.
it's hectic in
Right.
that division.
Right. Well, it's gonna be interesting, man. Let's see what happens. This all season just beginning, so to be continued. What we say, stay tuned. All right. So next up, so I'll read this right here. I stand behind my wife. It's reached a point where it's really weighing on my family. We're being harassed daily. I don't even want to bring my kids to the game to hear people call their dad nicknames for no reason. As Russell Westbrook on the criticism he has received, as well as nicknames he's called. I know everyone's heard about this. Rashad, what's your thoughts on this matter?
I mean, I get it. Fans are ruthless and it's no place in the league for that, but play better. So, I mean, Russell is one of the most gifted point guards of all time, and he will be a Hall of Famer. Mr. Triple Double, we get it. But you talk about one of the most undisciplined, streakiest shooter ever in the history of basketball. His teammate, as great as his teammate is, his teammate is one of the streakiest shooters ever too.
Right.
and LeBron James. So I get it. It's no place for it, but at the same time, Russ, you haven't given anything to make these fans think otherwise. And I'm a diehard Laker fan, and I bleed purple and gold. But at the same time, though, that trade to get Russ was it's LeBron's doing for one.
Right.
It was one of the worst trades ever to trade for him. We should have traded for Buddy Hield or
Yep.
DeRozan, or got DeRozan because it was
No, leave that alone. Leave that alone, Rashad.
Hey, DeRozan wanted to come to the lake to the
He's
Lakers.
from LA, of course.
Exactly. He wanted to come home. So to get Russ, it just didn't make sense. It never did, and it still doesn't. And unfortunately, he's taking a lot of backlash because his play has been piss poor.
Right. Okay. Dennis, what you think?
I think it's because he's home. That's why it hurts so much. It's because he's home. He got 20-something games to get it together though. That's the only thing. He got 20-something games to get it together. Like Rashawn said, you got to play better. Just keep playing. Keep the kids at home. Don't bring them to the game though, because it is disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I call you Westbrook sometimes too, because some of them jump shots you shoot, I'll be like, what in the hell? But you got to get back to that Westbrook that used to just dunk on people for no reason. That's the Westbrook you got to get back to.
Okay. Makes sense. Sports PS, how you feeling?
First off, Russell Westbrook's wife admitted or acknowledged that she has received death wishes.
Yeah, that's clown shit.
That is just inexcusable and unacceptable. And those people should be held accountable. So I want to start with there. Russell Westbrook's performance has been awful this season. And the problem with Russell Westbrook, he's got to play better in order for him to fix this. And Russell Westbrook, another problem that I have with him is how he's handled press conferences. How you gonna say you have no expectations when you went to the Lakers, hometown? You're from LA, you're from Cali, you're playing with LeBron, AD. Of course, there was expectations. It seems like Russell Westbrook is not playing with. It seems to me he's complacent, and we all know he's inefficient. He's a turnover machine. His style, his play is not conducive to winning a championship. And Russ has been in the league for 14 years, and he's played with a lot of great players throughout his time in OKC. He had Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, James Harden. Then he goes to Houston. He plays with James Harden again. He goes to now the Lakers with LeBron and AD. And his play has been awful. He's averaging 28.4% from the three. That is horrible. He's averaging less than 70% from the free throw line. And the turnovers, the style of play, his personality. Look, he has to play better in order for him to fix all of this. But if I'm the Lakers after this season, I'm going to trade him. I'm going to see what I can do to trade him and move on from him.
Got it. Okay, I feel you on that. Young Ian.
Well, I mean, this is what happens when you let somebody control a team. I mean, Russell Westbrook, he had been declining. It was slow, but it had been a decline. And then it comes to LA. He's not performing like he's supposed to. He's not performing like the cap hit he's supposed to be. And I've told people that Russell Westbrook has the second worst contract in the NBA. If a guy named John Wall wasn't still active in the NBA, he'd be the worst.
Right.
So when it comes to Russell Westbrook and the situation that he's in, I don't know if it was Dennis, I forget who it was, but somebody mentioned that because he's back home, that's another reason for why it's being aggravated. There's a reason why it's been, amplified, which is true to an extent. I mean, he is from California, he is from UCLA, there's some stuff on there. So understand that when it comes to Russell Westbrook, there's a lot of things going wrong, and the Lakers are going to try to trade him this offseason, but the problem is when you have that bad of a contract, it's hard to get rid of. And just similar to Houston with John Wall. There's a reason why John Wall has been in Houston, but they don't really want to play him because they know how bad his contract is.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Jay Will.
Man, look. This is utter bullshit what's going on, man. You get paid millions of dollars to play a game. If people want to call you Westbrook all day, you got to take that, man. And your family ain't got to come to the games. And if your family does come to the games, man, put them in a suite. They ain't got to be around the other fans. To me, this is a scapegoat so when he does leave LA, and then everybody will be like, oh, everybody was so mean to his family. And, that's why. No, man, you're playing like shit. You are shitty. You're shit, Brooke. You are shitty this year. And I mean, it's sad to I actually like the kid. The kid, he's a triple double machine. I like the kid, but he's having a horrible year. And as long as nobody ain't spitting on him, putting their hands on him, pouring a beer on him, throwing stuff at him, you got to take that, man. You get paid. You get paid to take that. And fans, like I think Rashad said earlier, fans are gonna be fans. But man, shut up and play. Just shut up and play. If you play better, then ain't nobody got to say nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? Right. You won't hear the names, but your family ain't got to come to the game. And if they do come, put them in a suite. You know what I mean? And just play better, man. Like I really feel like this is a scapegoat to get out of a situation. And that's all I got, man. I'm watching this play out before my eyes, and I'm like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like these cats say all the time that they're not role models, that you're getting paid gazillions of dollars, man. Put your blouse on, put your hot pants on, put your capri pants on, man, and go play some basketball, man. It's ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean I agree with that. My thing is, especially used to playing sports, whatever, and we've always talked about like even Shaq and Barkley on the show. Fans, I mean, they pay to go to these games. They can heckle. The key is don't cross that line. Now, if it's racial. Right. Now we talking. I'm like Barkley. Go in the stand. They should be allowed to go in the stands, or when they throw stuff like last year or 2 years ago in the playoffs when they hit Trae Young with the bottle. Like, now you're crossing the line. But just Westbrook, come on, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree.
And get criticism regardless.
Yeah. This dude said is no. What he say? What was the thing he said?
On the
what was the last 3 words? Yeah, he said something.
He said, he says, that kid bring the kids to the game to hear people.
What was the last 3 words of his
quote?
For
no reason.
Right. Yeah, for no reason. Come on, man. For no reason.
Right.
Dude, you in LA, California. This ain't OKC. This ain't, Houston. This is LA, man. They used to Kobe. Right. They used to people balling out. You ain't going to come to LA and be trash. You know what I'm saying? Because you like Ian said, your cap hit is up there. So, hey, when LeBron is hurt, when AD is hurt, you're supposed to be playing at that level to where, to keep them afloat. You've been trash, dude. You're missing you leaving the NBA in turnovers. You leaving the NBA in missed dunks and layups, dude. You known for doing that, dunking on people. You know what I'm saying? Now you're leading the dude. Chill out with all that.
Josh, it goes back to what we were saying, like the mindset of these players, and we asked, can they play back in the day?
So
I like going. Remember back when people were heckling, like Jordan. And then Jordan would interact with him when he calling them names or pick on this dude your size, and he go dunks on the center, say, well, he big enough. Like back then, that famous heckler in the Clippers, I forgot his name, for years talking trash to everybody.
Right.
And it was nothing. It's like Kevin, like a lot of these dudes are sensitive these days. And you can't even do nothing.
Right.
Like
so when he dunk on somebody and he go rock it, you know what I'm saying? And
he can talk his trash, but exactly. But you got Carmelo got mad.
You making 44 or something, you making $40 million. And
you remember that with Carmelo just happened like a week or 2 ago. He tried to almost go in the stands because the dude said,
yeah, man, you ain't gonna do nothing.
And Barkley was laughing at him. Like, bro, I wouldn't get mad over that.
Right. You're not doing nothing anyway.
Yeah. So
Now, if he's sending death threats to his wife, you know
yeah,
That's over the line. But
that's over the line, man. That's over the
Westbrook, like you
line,
said,
and
Jay.
the police need to get involved, and that just
right.
there's no you can't even justify
Totally
that. You know what I
unacceptable.
mean? This is just a game, totally unacceptable. This is just a game. But as far as
Right.
just heckling them, you know what I mean? Like you got to be able to take the bitter with the sweet, man. And you know what I'm saying? When he was out there, you know, with 100 triple doubles in a row, and everybody was
Right.
praising him. You know what I'm saying? Like it was good. You know what I mean? So you got to take the bitter with the sweet, the good with the bad. But he is horrible this year, man. Horrible,
Right.
horrible. But the
I
only
need
person that you really have
remedies.
to
I
blame
love to
is
see it. I
LeBron.
love to see it.
But here's the
LeBron's
thing,
the
right? I've
reason,
always
man.
said when it comes to trash talk, like the moment it gets personal and like death threats are involved, that's when
Yeah.
you've gone too.
Right.
Right.
But
All right.
but if you're the Lakers, how would you remedy the situation with Russ? Like, what do you do? Because you're paying him $44.2 million this season.
Whew.
Ain't nothing they can do until the offseason, and then that's going to still take some work, but they can't do nothing right now.
And it's being reported that they may try to bring in Phil Jackson to help out.
Man, drop that bum.
Good luck
I hope
with
they
that.
keep him. I
Right.
hope they keep him. Oh, shoot.
I saw
Like,
Phil at
good
the
luck
game
with
the other
that.
day. He feels a little old, man. I saw him at the game though.
Right. All right, moving on. Sticking with the NBA. All right, so we all know about this big trade that happened about 2 weeks ago. You know, we got. I mean, you read it. You know, you got Joel Embiid, you got James Harden, and simple question: Shaq and Kobe 2.0, ridiculous, reality, or what I just said, cap and no cap. Ian, kick it off.
Well, until they win multiple championships and Joel Embiid
Right.
and James Harden are considered two of the top 10 greatest players of all time, stop. Like, no. I'm not going to say Joel Embiid is Shaq and James Harden is Kobe. I'm not doing that.
Got it. Is Dennis still in the building? I should have started with him, and this is his team. Don't know if he's still in the building. Look like he might be watching the game now. Let's go with Sports PS. How you feel about it?
I think it's more cap. Look, Joel Embiid and James Harden are playing exceptional right now. Obviously, Joel Embiid is better with James Harden than Ben Simmons because James Harden can provide that threat for them in the perimeter as opposed to Ben Simmons. But Shaq and Kobe, nah, they got to prove it in the postseason. James Harden, historically in the playoffs, we know he's come up short. Joel Embiid is coming off a painful series last year and the Toronto series a couple years ago when Kawhi Leonard hit that miracle shot. Doc Rivers has a lot to prove as well because 3 series you had a 3-1 lead and you blew it. So I need to see them how they handle adversity and especially in the playoffs.
Got it. Jay Will.
Look, I'm tired of all this comparison, man. Just let them be Embiid and Harden. You know what I mean? They don't have to be the next Kobe, Shaq. They don't have to be nobody else. Just let them be themselves. I mean, just come on, man. Like, you know, Kobe and Shaq. That was amazing. They put in a lot of work year after year after year. These guys have played 10 games, maybe 8 games, and they're trying to compare them now. I don't buy it, man. You know, until Harden goes deep in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like this
Right.
guy, he struggles in the playoffs. He can shoot the lights all out the whole year, and he gets in the playoffs. He can't hit a bull in the ass with a handful of rocks from 5 feet away. So it's like let's not. You're giving them too much credit to even try to even come. You know, to even put them in the same conversation as Kobe and Shaq. Just let them be. Just let them be who they're gonna be.
Right. All right, what you think, Josh?
I think I was on another show and they asked me, was Embiid more talented than Shaq? I think I said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He might be more talented, but compare these two as a duo, and I don't think he's better
Yeah.
than Shaq at all. He might have been talented, but he's not better. And just to compare Harden to Kobe, come on, man. That's super disrespectful, man. Harden's known to choke in the playoffs. Kobe not. You know what I mean? Kobe gets
hmm
champions. Harden ain't got one. You know what I mean? Embiid is nice, but he definitely, you know what I'm saying, ain't accomplished nothing Shaq did. And as a duo, they ain't did nothing together. So I don't know. When I ran across that, I was like, yeah, let me see what these other boys gonna say about this one. But it's retarded though. You know what I mean?
Right,
Right.
right. Yeah. And pretty much, I can, second everybody what they said. I mean, again, they 5-0, great start, but
Right.
Shaq and Kobe, I mean,
Right.
5-0 ain't gonna do it. You give me 16-0 in the postseason. Or what did the Lakers do one year? They went 16-1. I think AI the only one that got a W on that 2001 Laker team. So yeah, so I would just say again, stay tuned and let's see what they do this year. If they bring it down, okay, this is a damn good year and one of the most competitive and deep years in the league where I can see about 4 or 5 teams in the East go and like 3 or 4 teams in the West go. So if they were able to take it this year, that would be a huge accomplishment, especially based on the history. So
this is the best position for Philly to win a championship right now, because when you look at Brooklyn, Kyrie, depending on the vaccination, whether he plays at the Barclays, and Ben Simmons, we don't know when exactly he's coming back. So we got to wait and see. But it's other than Philly, there's Milwaukee, and then there's Miami. You got to factor those as well.
Right. And Kyrie put up 50 tonight, just since you brought him up.
Right.
He's big time. No, he's big time. No one will argue or question his results. I mean, Kyrie is just big time.
Right. All right. So I know you didn't mention my team when you were just naming these East teams.
Chicago.
Just in time for the next meme. So, question: Zach LaVine is a better hooper than Devin Booker. That's all. We saw this one. So interesting topic. Go ahead, Sports. You can kick it off.
The light-skinned brothers. I like this.
I love Zach LaVine. I love Zach LaVine. He's a great athlete, but I wouldn't go as far as Devin Booker, man. I mean, Devin Booker got more skill in his game. I wouldn't go that far.
Man.
Okay. You think he got more skill than LaVine? You think he does stuff better?
I love his mid-range game, man. His mid-range game is deadly. I mean, he ain't afraid of the moment. I got love for D Book.
Man,
it's going to be interesting to see how he finished. I mean, once he comes back from COVID, and then of course CP3 is out with that injury. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, because we seeing how they looking without Paul. They definitely are free falling. So I
didn't know Booker had COVID.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had COVID. That's interesting.
Yeah. What you think on this topic, Jay Will?
I agree with my man. I like Zach LaVine, but I just don't think that there's no comparison. I mean, they play 2 different positions. I thought Zach LaVine was like a forward.
They're both 2 guards.
They are. I'd say I didn't know. I thought that LaVine was like a small forward. Booker is just.
For us, we got him at the 2. They got DeRozan at the 3.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Booker he's hard though, man. They're both hard, but I gotta lean a little bit towards Booker though, man. I agree with my man. Like, he's not afraid of the big moment, and but I like this, man. Having the light-skinned brothers go up against each other. I like that.
I think they're very similar in their style of game and everything. I do think LaVine is a little bit more explosive, obviously.
He's very explosive. He's gonna flush on you. He's gonna flush on you.
At that dunk contest I wish he was at that dunk contest this year.
Oh shoot!
Oh my gosh, that was horrible. Oh, that was terrible.
Hey, I'm gonna go as far as saying I don't even know if he would have done well, but I'd rather have Booker than anybody. So
that was terrible, man. That was terrible.
Pathetic. Ian, what you think?
Oh, Ian had to cut out.
Oh, he had to cut out. All right, what you got, CEO?
I don't know. I like Zach though. You know what I mean? But they right there neck and neck. But like everybody said, man, like he don't back away. Devin Booker, and he talk trash while you do it, and that's my thing. I'm saying you talk trash and you deliver, and I gotta ride with you though. But Zach LaVine, man, like Czar said, way more explosive than Booker though, going to the hole. Like ain't nobody stopping that boy. You know what I'm saying? He get that air, a boy jamming on you. But I like what's his name outside shot a little better than LaVine. So I go with
That's
I
a good
go
one.
with Booker, man.
They both be
It's
fire.
hard though. Yeah, I like both of them.
Yeah. They both can shoot from 30 plus feet out. But yeah, that's a good
Yeah, I
one.
think Booker's a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, man. So, like we do, and stay tuned. We're gonna transition the show, with a little versatility that we do, and we're gonna continue with the segment that I brought, the entertainment lane. I believe this is the 3rd edition, and so let's go ahead and kick this bad boy off. We've been waiting. I know Josh been waiting to discuss this ever since, especially the percentages. So, better sitcom. You got Martin and you got the Fresh Prince. You see from the voters, we got 50%. They calling it a straight draw here. So
Yeah, it was 10-10, man.
okay. So Jay Will, I know you're a fan. Talk to him. Give me the rundown.
Man, Martin is timeless, man. I mean, I watched the Martin rerun. I mean, when what do they call that shit? The marathons. I watched the Martin marathons, man, and I could watch that like I've never seen it before. I mean, just sitting there, just laughing all day. I like the Fresh Prince, man, but I got to go with my boy Marty Marr, though.
Right. You got a favorite character on the show?
I love some Jerome. I also like the little kid he played, Roscoe, with the little snotty nose.
Right.
He has some, and then my man Dragonfly Jones, though. I think Dragonfly is probably one of my favorites, man. You need to be practicing your art. That's what Westbrook needs to be doing, practicing his art. You know what I mean?
Silence. Right.
Silence.
Right.
Yeah.
What
Marty
you got
Marr.
on sports PS?
I mean, both of these are great shows, no doubt about it. 90s, but for me, Martin, I got to get Martin Lawrence, man. He is one of the funniest comedians, man. The favorite character would probably be, Jerome.
You're right.
Hey, Jerome.
Yeah.
Rummy
Man,
Rome.
that and Mama Payne too. Mama Payne too, and rest his soul, Tommy, man. I mean, Tommy is a great character. I always laugh all the time when he ain't got no damn job.
Right. We still don't know what Tommy do for a living.
To this day, we still don't know what he did for a living.
Right. Okay. What you got, Josh?
Of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's Martin, but I think it's a lot of I don't know how old you are, Pito, but it's a lot of like Jake was
28.
Like, yeah, see, you round Jake. No, Jake is what, 21? But yeah, see, Justin is 28, around 28. So a lot of the younger ones are saying riding with Fresh Prince, but can't go wrong with Fresh Prince. But Martin just had characters, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Dragonfly, Shanae is a legend, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows who Shanae is.
She's probably the most popular, but
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm just saying, just for him to play that role, you know what I mean? And nobody playing all the roles.
I mean,
except for Eddie.
And there's still a bunch we ain't even named, which I'll get into. Go ahead and finish.
I mean, he a legend at playing characters like Eddie Murphy. I think Eddie Murphy, the only one that's, you know what I'm saying, playing.
Well, Richard Pryor started it. I know it's
I didn't know that.
Younger.
I didn't know that. So, but just playing all these roles, men, women, I don't, you know what I'm saying? People could say what they want about the women thing, but he played his own role, and it was funny, though. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't questioning nothing. It was just funny, you know what I'm saying? With Tyler Perry, you question it, but with Martin and Fresh Prince, you got to go with Martin all the way.
Right. So for me, these are
Pam was my favorite though.
Pam, okay. These are to me, in my opinion, the two best sitcoms of all time. I have them 1 and 2, but of course Martin 1, Fresh Prince 2. But Jerome, I'm probably with you guys, but I gotta throw honorable mention out to my security guard Otis.
Oh yeah. You can't forget about him, man.
We got. Hold on. What about? Hold on. I ain't done. What about my boy Elroy? Don't you know no good?
That was the mechanic, right?
The mechanic.
Yeah.
And then of course
what was the Beast thing when he was watching that.
Oh, you talking about King Beef?
King Beef.
Go King Beef. Man. Come on now. And then, come on. Who live on the 5th floor?
Brumman. Legend.
Brumman. So I don't know if y'all know, on BET they're filming a reunion. I think they just finished filming it, so it should be coming out pretty soon. Actually,
Justin said the writing on Fresh Prince was better.
You know, like I said, I got him one
Yeah,
too.
I ain't
But
about
Martin
to.
is
I ain't about to
one.
knock. I ain't about to knock.
But
Fresh
I will
Prince.
say this though. I will say this: the best episode from Fresh Prince, Papa's Got a Brand New Excuse, with Will Smith and the father. That's still like my favorite episode to this day. When Ben Vereen's character comes in and then he leaves, and then Will, and then
Right.
rest his soul, James Avery. That's still like my favorite scene, my favorite episode to this day from that show.
So, did you watch the Fresh Prince reunion that they had on HBO Max
Loved it.
recently?
It was
So
beautiful.
he explained that story of how he was trying to hit them lines, and they were just praising Uncle Phil. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil, another legend. And he was
Right.
like, you know, boy, use me, like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he had to dig deep, you know, to find that. And then when he said that line, you know, how come
That's
you don't
fucking
want me,
acting.
man? Right? He hugged him, and he was like in his ear while nobody could hear it. Now that's acting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, dude. Like I said, the Kim, those two shows you can't really go wrong. But like y'all saying, man, Martin is just king. I mean, you know, whether you have it like this big of a gap or just right here, like you know.
And one more thing that made Martin just authentic and organic is like you could see them laughing. You know what I mean? Like Pam would be cracking up. Tom.
Oh
would be
yeah, they
cracking
don't
up.
cut out the. They
Yeah,
don't cut
you
it
know what I'm
out.
saying?
Right? You can break character.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
And
was
you could hear
hard.
Tommy. Yeah, that junk was crazy. How you could
That
just
was
see them
hard to be
laughing.
on that set. Hard.
Right, and
Yeah,
I
without
just laugh.
laughing.
They'd be cracking up on the other side. Just you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They showing it. Usually that'd be cut. Nah.
Right?
Martin,
Yeah,
they
you broke
crack
character.
up.
Like yeah, they have the freedom, and that shit was funnier. No, the when they did the Nino Brown, this is bigger than Nino. You know when he had the
Oh,
Rottweiler,
man.
and you hear Tommy and you see Tommy and Pam at the table laughing.
That was the best.
He got a plastic dog. He got a plastic Rottweiler, a fake
Ad-lib,
Rottweiler.
Right.
They ad lib him and Pam's go backs.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
classic.
Right.
yeah. No, that's a good one, man. So, all right. Well, it seems like you know, pretty much some Fresh Prince vote, but definitely Martin takes the cake on this one. So we're gonna go back to the '80s and we're gonna go to some music. I thought this was pretty interesting. Back to the '80s. These all songs were released in 1984. Big year of music. I remember exactly where I was at in '84. What's your
Oh, come
favorite
on.
song from 1984? So you
Hold
got
on.
for those
Zara,
that
what are you
don't
about?
know.
You was
Go
about
ahead,
10 years
J-Will.
old, man? You was about 10 years
I
old?
was 12. I was 12. I was in Hayward doing my thing until when these songs came out, bro. Real talk, bro. I was an early bloomer. So you got George Michael, Careless Whispers. You got Stevie, what I just called to say I love you. I don't remember that Radio Go-Go. I don't remember who that is. So some of y'all, if y'all do, type it in the comments. You got that guy in the middle left, Michael Jackson with Thriller. Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do with It? Madonna, Like a Virgin. You got Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark, Prince, When Doves Cry, and then Cyndi Lauper, Time After Time. I'm gonna let you go first, Sports. I know you just gave your age, but these were iconic songs. So I don't know if maybe you got one you like or what's your favorite on the list. Because I know you wasn't around in '84.
Right. I would definitely say Thriller, man. Like Michael Jackson, the dance moves, the glitter. I mean, that's where I really grew up. And then after Thriller, I would probably say Madonna's Like a Virgin. So Thriller for me is number one.
Okay. Josh, what you got?
Hey, I was born in '84, so you know what I mean. I just got to go with Thriller. I don't remember, a lot of these, but yeah, Thriller.
Okay, Jay Will. I'm interested to see what he say.
I honestly, I don't remember Thriller being 84. I thought Thriller was like 83. But
No, it was 84. I'll double check it.
was
But
it
I think it was
84?
84.
Yeah. That looks like KC from KC and JoJo. They don't look like Stevie right there, but
I know what it is, Stevie. But he do. Now that you said it, I do
yeah,
see that.
right. I mean, I love some When Doves Cry, man. But I'm a huge MJ fan. Yeah, Thriller was 82. Thanks, Ace Boogie. Thriller was
Was it
82
82?
because
Oh, who gave
yeah,
me this
because
meme? Somebody gave me this meme. I'm
yeah.
gonna go back to the source, man.
Man.
I don't even think that When Doves Cry. I don't even think that When Doves Cry was 84 either.
Oh man,
But I could be
yeah, maybe
wrong.
I'm gonna have to fire my meme company.
But
Out of these,
you
you
know,
like Thriller or Doves Cry?
yeah, I'm gonna go with Thriller though, man. The music video was just it transcended music
Right.
videos and just the choreography and yeah, I'll go with Thriller. But When Doves Cry is a close second though.
Some of the comments was Justin said Thriller wins, but Prince and Tina got classics. He also said, "Oh, this thing is washed." Czar. Lopez said Madonna was a sex symbol in the 80s. Justin said Tina Turner got the Abuse album, and Lopez also said Thriller all day.
Y'all sleeping on that Cyndi Lauper time after time though.
And A
Oh, she
said
was hard. She was hard.
Yeah.
A said Doves Cry was 84, and Adam said Thriller.
Yeah, mine's would be Thriller and Cyndi time after time. That's
And
Cyndi.
for all you wrestling fans, I mean, you guys are a lot younger, but Cyndi Lauper was like one of the first. Her and Captain Lou Albano to come to wrestling. I thought that was, that's when I was watching wrestling. I was a fucking little kid back then, so
Right.
Josh said he was born in '84, but I was always tripping like, why is Cyndi Lauper like at all these wrestling events? So
Right.
she made her little coin, at all the wrestling events. I thought that was cool.
Right. I remember that. I was a big fan too at that time.
Yeah.
All right. Who is the best sports movie villain? So kind of digest it, let it soak in. I'll name some of these, they're there, but you got Drago up there, you got Johnny Lawrence, you got Clubber Lang up in there, you got Bud Kilmer, you got Rachel Phelps from from the iconic Major League. But as you see in the bottom right, you don't if it's someone you have that's not on the list, you can pick someone else from a sports movie as well. And let's go ahead and start it off. What you got, sports, PS?
I would probably have to go with Dodgeball White Goodman. I mean, I always thought from day one he was like an ass. And then my favorite part is at the end of the movie is when he lost and then he gains all this weight and then he ends up being the person he used to be. So for me, that was funny.
Okay. What you got, Josh? Okay. Well, I'll go to Jay Will.
Oh man. I mean, these are good though.
My stuff was
I like Johnny Lawrence. Johnny Lawrence, he was hard, man. But
Are
man,
you
Clubber
watching the
Lang,
Cobra
man.
Kai's, Jay Will? You watching the Cobra Kai's?
I watched last season. I haven't gotten into this season yet, but it's on my things to do though.
All right. Go ahead.
Clubber Lang, though, man. Rocky 3. That's just like one of my favorite, man. Like he talked so much shit to Rocky, and I mean, he played the hell out of that role, man. And I love me some Mr. T, man. Like that's definitely like my era. Well, I should say our eras are with the
Right.
Mohawk and the gold chains and the A Team and all that. But Clubber Lang was hard, man. I go Clubber Lang and then Drago though. That was tough.
Hey,
Go ahead, Jay. I mean, Josh.
no, before because Lamar on here now too. So before Lamar and what's it called?
And you, just you and Lamar and
Sports
me.
Guy. Okay. Justin said Drago, Clubber Lane from Lopez. He said Rocky 3. Ace said Drago. If he dies, he dies. Cold man.
Drago.
Drago was Russian though. Drago from Carlos. And Mama Ryan said Shooter McGalvin.
Okay.
And I'll go the dude from Rocky 2.
Who you going?
Was it Drago? I mean, not Rocky 2,
Rocky
but
4.
also
Rocky 4, Drago? Yeah.
Drago, yeah.
Okay. What up, Lamar? Lamar, who you got on this list, man?
What's up, Mar?
So what was going on? So
Good.
Biggest sports villain.
I just picked one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with I didn't even know what his name was at first. It's a dude from the from Karate Kid. What's his name? Johnny
Lawrence.
Lawrence. I'm gonna go in.
Okay. And Josh, did you pick Drago? So normally I'll be with Jay Will with Clubber Lang, but Rocky 3 and 4 they so damn close. If you think of the word villain, And if you've seen these movies, or have you seen this movie Major League with Rachel Phelps, the chick on the bottom left? So I don't know if y'all seen it, but she basically had owned a baseball team in Cleveland and signed the worst players because she was trying to sell the team and move the team. And like this, she sabotaged the whole movie. Like when they traveled, they didn't even have a plane; they had a tore up van. Like just everything she did to sabotage this team. And obviously, it's the coming of age movie. All the misfits came together and they won. And like, dude, it just like she was at the end of it, like she was just dreaded, sad, and like just hurt. Like there was no way the odds that this team would win. So just from a villain standpoint, nothing physical, but just trashing an organization. I'm a roll with her, and to me, that's actually my favorite baseball movie of all time, Major League. So if you guys
That was a
haven't
great
seen it,
movie.
recommend it for sure. All
That
right,
was
then
Willie Mays Hayes, right?
Willie Mays Hayes, Wesley Snipes, baby, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Great
then we'll
movie.
get one more for EL before we open the floor. All right. This one came across the panel. All right. So for those comic book fans out there, you got 3 iconic villain performances. We're keeping it on the villain tip. You got Michael Fassbender as Magneto from X-Men. You got Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger from Black Panther. And then you got Heath Ledger, R.I.P., as the Joker in The Dark Knight. Question is, who had the best performance? Who had the most iconic performance? Let's start with Josh.
I ain't never seen none of these movies, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You never seen the Panther?
Black Panther? Oh, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only one I've seen there. Yeah, so I'll go Black
You
Panther.
ain't seen The Dark Knight? All right.
No, I haven't seen it all the way through. I saw a couple bits and pieces. I ain't never seen it all the way through, though.
Okay. What about you, Sports?
I gotta be honest with you. I ain't never seen any of these movies, even Black Panther. But I'm probably gonna go with the Joker. That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what you got, Jay? Well, who you messing with?
Yeah, man. That Heath Ledger role, man, was just that was amazing. I mean, I like Michael B. Jordan too, but Heath Ledger, man, he played that role, man. He bodied
Right.
that.
I agree. And what you got, Lamar?
I'm gonna go with man, that's hard, but I'm gonna go with they all hard, but I'm gonna have to go with Joker. I'm gonna go with Joker.
Yeah, he was
Man,
hard.
that's a hard one.
Yeah, no, I can feel it. And no one really mentioning Magneto in X-Men First Class. He was a bad dude too, but yeah, like you said, it's tough because you got. I mean, Heath Ledger won Best Actor, a Supporting Actor, and it's a comic book character, and that never happens. They don't even usually be taken seriously, so that kind of shows you, what kind of performance he put on it. All right, so now we're gonna move along. We're gonna open the floor for the public. As you see, this can go anywhere. So get your answers and be prepared because no holds barred. All right. If you, as an adult, moved to a place and didn't know anybody, how would you go about meeting people? Lamar, kick it off.
I gotta kick it off.
You got to kick it off, my brother.
Man.
You in the neighborhood like in that movie Get Out? How you gonna introduce yourself?
Man, that's the way I look at that. The first way my perception towards that was like, okay. You said as an adult. If I was younger, it'd been something like it'd have been clubs and all that type of stuff, all that madness.
Right.
But now it's different. So it'd be more of a outings like night outings and just me being me. I get out and I do a lot of events. I plan a lot of events. I do a lot of events, so I just get to know people like that. They just come around.
Right.
So honestly, that's what I do.
Okay, I can see that. What you got, Sports PS? How you going about making friends?
Oh man, that's kind of like tough for me. Try to get to know them. Try to get to know what they like, what they dislike, and if we actually like something, then perhaps we can actually go hook up. Whether restaurant, bars, basketball court, what video games, whatever. Finding other ways, just to cultivate a relationship.
Okay, I guess that sounds like a solid idea. What about you, Josh?
Like Lopez said, probably go to the gym. You know what I mean? Just start networking. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't got no friends, but I ain't about to talk to you. But if I went to Atlanta, I didn't know nobody, but I was in school, so I joined the football team. But I think I'll probably go to the gym. Ace said I stay to myself and slowly insert myself through neighborhoods and so on. Justin said go door to door with watch tower pamphlets.
Just the fool, bro.
But just go on some Facebook groups. You know what I mean?
Right. What you got, Jay? Will?
Justin would say. No, I mean, through work, through maybe sporting events. I don't know. I'm kind of like a loner, so I mean, I don't know. I try. I mean, I'm cool making friends, but I don't know. Sporting events, through work. I don't know. But I'm a loner though, so
You're a loner, a rebel, like Pee Wee Herman, huh?
I keep to myself
yeah.
a lot. I ain't got to talk to you.
Right.
Mhm.
That's simple for me. The way I'm reading this is that I'm by myself, single adult, moving to an area. I'm just jumping on a dating app, holler at some broads on there. I don't need to meet nobody in my neighborhood because I'm private as well. I don't need nobody in my crib. So, that's easy for me. Just do what I do and go try to look for what I want to get. So I'll leave it at that. If they see me taking the trash out, somebody want to say what up, I'll say what up. But usually I'm pretty personal because unfortunately, it sucks this day and age. It's hard to trust people, and especially when
Right.
you're home. So, like, I'm real particular about that. So, all right. Best pizza topping. I really don't know why this is a question, but it is a question. But best pizza topping. So, absorb and take a look at the different toppings. I don't know who's eating this pizza or where this pizza's from, but they look dry as hell. But we can still pick the toppings. So, go ahead, Josh. Kick this bad boy off.
Pepperoni all day, man.
Pepperoni. Lamar.
I'm going with the bacon.
Bacon. Okay. Sports. PA.
Assalamu alaikum.
I damn sure as hell ain't eating that eggplant. I ain't eating
Right.
that.
I like eggplant, but I ain't eating eggplant pizza.
I ain't just looking at that photo. Nah, I'll go with either some bacon or barbecue chicken.
Okay. What you got, Jay? Will?
Sausage and pepperoni.
Yeah, those are the two I always eat. But if I had to pick one, if I only could choose one of those two, it would be pepperoni first, then sausage.
All right, Dalton said pepperoni. Lopez said pepperoni. Justin said bacon. Ace said buffalo chicken. Carlos said it's not on here, but he had chicken and ranch pizza in sack.
It looked like the buffalo chicken piece right here got a little ranch, like drizzled on it. But I hear what he's saying. That's actually pretty good. And that bacon, usually the bacon, there's a chicken bacon ranch pizza too, depending on where you go. But yeah. All right.
Is Dalton eating this in his room? Or?
Hold on, let me. That's a good question, and he may be able to answer that for you. But until he does answer that question, in case he's not, we're going to try to stay healthy because, pizza is my favorite food, but we know it ain't healthy. Pick a salad, Caesar, Cobb, Greek, or fruit. Jay Will, kick it off. You're a salad man.
Yeah, I like the Greek salad, but I'm a Cobb fan though. I like
Thai
meat in my
Cobb?
salad, man. Yeah, I like the Cobb.
Okay.
Give me some ham, some salami, yeah.
Avocado up in there, egg. I see you.
Mhm.
I see you. All right, what you got, Big Lamar?
Caesar.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the Caesar.
Especially with, like he just said, the chicken Caesar. Especially that little meat.
You gotta put some meat in there.
You know what I'm saying? Sports, what you got?
Caesar. Just give me some grilled chicken, put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it, and then put some Caesar dressing. That's the type
Fire.
of chicken I want. Yeah.
Right. Well, see, for me, they kind of cheated. For me, I'm not a huge salad guy, and I can actually eat any three of the real salads. But shoot, if I get to pick out of these four, I'm taking the fruit salad all day. Like, it shouldn't be there because it's kind of not fair, in my opinion. But yeah, give me the fruit. But if I had to choose from an actual healthy non-fruit, it will probably be the Caesar salad as well. But I can't pass up that fruit salad. That looked too delish. What you got, Josh?
I'm going with Caesar salad. Greeks. Lopez said Greek salad, then Cobb. Justin said Caesar. He also said can't fool with the fruit bowl. Got to pick out the cantaloupe.
Oh,
Carlos
is
said
that
Caesar.
cantaloupe? Wait, that's mango, I think. But either way, go ahead.
He said that's the Indiana, and you saying fruit salad.
Hey man, I'm not a huge salad person. That's why. So, all right. So, what U.S. state city would you recommend someone to visit? Kick it off, sports.
New Orleans.
Orleans.
I've been to New Orleans 5 years ago. The food is banging. The gumbo, the shrimp, the jambalaya, the fish. Ain't no better good food than New Orleans. I mean, for me, New Orleans any day. If you're just looking for food, just go to New Orleans.
Right. I still gotta go there. I ain't even been, so. And I love me some gumbo, so I know when I go down there, it's gonna be fire. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
What you got, Lamar? Where we going? We going to Richmond, or where you taking us, brother? You there, Lamar? You still there? All right, we'll come back to him. What you got, Josh? Where we going? To the V?
A said New York City. Justin said Washington. I'll probably go ATL, man.
ATL down?
Yeah, peace up.
Magic City.
All right, where you taking us,
Hey,
JL?
I'll live there and still and go there. And Lopez said Chicago.
Lemon pepper Lou.
Where you taking us, J. Will?
Man, I like the barbecue down in Memphis, man.
Man, that's my family from
And like my man said, New Orleans, you can't go wrong. Just all the good seafood. Yeah, those two places, man. Those two places are pretty dope.
Right. Well, I mean, it has to be somewhere. I guess I've been because obviously can describe it, and the damn sure ain't gonna be Indianapolis. So it'll have to be Cali, and if I'm recommending you to come here, man, it'd have to be Frisco for me because remember we recommended this for someone that ain't been.
Right.
So
No,
if you come out here, and you ain't been to Cali, you got to go to
no, because when Sonic come out
go
here,
to Frisco.
when Sonic and them come out, when they come out here, yeah, we going to Frisco.
Yeah, well, you got to go to Frisco. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I hate Frisco because of the streets.
But
the bridge to be so crowded. You
gotta go.
Right. But you got to experience.
Carlos said he headed to New Orleans my folks headed to New Orleans this Thursday, and he said Miami been there 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, but that's one thing I could think of. So out here. All right, and we got a couple more for the folks out there. All right, so this is a pretty simple question. What is its proper name? House coat, bathrobe, dressing gown, or other? If you got your own name, put it in the comments. Josh will share it. But Josh, what would you call this for yourself?
A robe?
Yeah.
It's a robe, not a bathrobe?
No, you don't say no bathrobe. It's just a robe.
Okay. All right. What you got, Jay Will? What you calling it?
Definitely just a robe, man.
Okay.
Just a robe.
Sports.
Not too complicated. I would just say robe.
Okay. Lamar in the building or?
No. I mean,
Okay.
This Michael.
Just making sure. I'm calling this a dressing gown. No, I'm just messing with y'all. Yeah, no, you definitely got to call this a robe. So, I mean, that's pretty simple. Anybody got any different names?
Nah, everybody's saying robe in the comments.
Okay.
Man, we grown ass
All right.
men, man. We call it a name.
Right. Right. All right. What's the first game that comes to mind when you look at this picture? Obviously, this is a PS1. Sony. It's their baby. This their debut. You sound like you got excited, Jay. Will, what we playing?
Man, I cannot think of the name of this game. Okay. It came on a demo.
Okay.
It was when you did the Street Olympics, and you could go to different cities, and you could either ride a skateboard, ride a bike, do the lube. But you could do all that through San Francisco.
I only played it on the demos. I don't know what you're talking about.
I went out and actually bought the game because the demo was just so crazy.
You talking about, or was it?
No.
Decathlon?
Nah, I know what he's playing now.
No.
Yeah, I know what he's playing. It was like you could ride your bike. You know what I'm saying? You could do all that.
Yeah. But you could skate and you could fight. Like
Right,
you ride your bike, you ride up next to somebody, you could punch them off their bike.
You didn't talk about Grand Theft Auto.
No, this is PS1. I had the game.
The first Grand Theft Auto was on PS1.
Nah, it's not Grand Theft though.
Nah,
it's not the one that we know of, but
it was a racing game, and you could go to all different kind of cities, and you take off on the ramps. You know what I mean? You could go through. You could get
about because I only could play 5 minutes. Yeah, I only could play like 5 minutes on the demo. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It wasn't Crazy Taxi, New York, San Francisco Rush.
Nah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about too.
I gotta find out what that is.
Think of the name of that game. That's the first game that comes out, and then of course, was Madden on PS1?
I mean, it was out by then. It was out before PS1, but yeah,
I had all of them.
Madden 98, like 99 was like my favorites on there. Oh yeah. But Madden been around since I think it first came out like 91, maybe 90 Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. So it was out. Definitely been around already. All right. What you got, Josh?
I got Tekken.
I never got into Tekken, man. People love that game.
Yeah, they said Twisted Metal. I was a Twisted Metal head too.
I like the Twisted Metal Black.
Yeah, Justin said Crash. Carlos said Street Fighter or Madden.
What the hell is Crash?
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, okay. I was what the hell is Crash?
And then he also said Tony Hawk.
So I got two. My favorite game of all time is a Castlevania game called Symphony of the Night, and it's on there and it's ranked very high. But I don't know if Jay Will, y'all remember this game? It's before the Grand Theft Autos kind of blew up. It was called Driver. And you basically
I remember that.
You got in the car, you would go to point A to B, or you would
Driver was the one. Yeah, Driver was cool.
Right.
We played that all day.
That was my game.
Hey man,
Czar.
Driver.
Yeah.
Czar, it was called 2 Extreme.
Yeah.
I don't think I played that joint.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna find it somewhere.
I never seen it in the stores though, Jay.
I gotta look it up when we get done. Take pictures of it to see what it looked like.
I'm looking at it on eBay right now. You can get it for $5.99 on eBay.
2 Extreme.
Dalton said wrestling game. Forgot what it's called, and Ace said Turismo. Blue Driver out.
Gran Turismo.
Never. Driver was the one.
Oh, your Driver was the joint. Gran Turismo was just a traditional. I never
like Need for Speed.
Well, now Gran Turismo was probably like one of the best simulated, like real driving car games, like racing. But dude, it's hard as hell. I could never control the driving on that damn.
Yeah, I like Need for Speed, but Driver, man.
Well, Need for Speed, like they started getting arcadish. They were having like high pursuit where the cops would chase you. Yeah, it was dope. It was kind of dope.
But Need for Speed was my racing.
Yeah, that was cool. All right, and then the final one for the evening. Make this a little bigger. You get to pick 3 pair. You got obviously these are Jordans. You got one retro one all the way to retro 16. So decipher the 3 you want. Put them in the comments. Sports PS, go and kick it off. What 3 you putting on?
I'm gonna take the retro 7s.
Hey, P, right before you, ain't no disrespect, but Resident Evil, I forgot. I got Ace said Resident Evil.
Oh, good one. Good one.
That was good
No,
stuff.
it's all
Yeah.
good.
I forgot. My bad, P.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. I'm gonna take the retro sevens. Yeah, I like the retro sevens.
Since you're thinking, those are my favorite Jordans of all time. So go ahead.
Retro 11s.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take the retro 13s.
Okay. What you got, Jay Will? What you rocking?
Man, definitely going with the 11s. That's my favorite Jordans of all time, the 11s.
Okay.
With a close 5 and 13.
Okay, nice. Not bad, not bad. What you got, Josh?
Some of the comments. Will got 113-14. Dalton got 17-16. Carlos 111 and 14. Off top, yeah, I got a row with the 11s, and then the 5s and the 3s.
Well, you know what? I got it wrong on when he picked 7. I just had to scroll up. Okay, so mine actually my favorite are the 6s, but the color the 7s that black, but the 6s, but in that same color as the 7s, that same setup, because they had that little twisty thing on the shoestring. I remember that was the first Jordans that had that.
I've only had the 11s and what's that one? The 14s, but yeah.
So mine for sure
is cool.
My top 2 were 6 and 13. I don't even know if I had a third favorite, but just looking at the list, 6 and 13 for sure, but in black. And then, I mean, just kind of looking for what I remember, I probably have to mess with Jay Will on them 11s.
Them 11s
I do remember having them,
Yeah,
except the red. Yeah,
I got 11s right now.
Yeah, except for the red, it was black. Where the red is at, it was black.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And any more in the comments? So they pretty much got their picks in. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in to another.
Hey, let me get Dalton real quick. He said black and
in.
red is his favorite. That's why I said 7 and 16. And Ace always said he had 13s and he likes 12s. And Justin had 3 pairs of Jordans.
He had 3 pair.
Yeah, I only
Were
had
they
2.
yours first, or did he really have Jordans?
Hey, I don't even know. No, I think I kept mine.
You trying to
Okay.
get
I don't know, but I doubt it though.
All right.
Let you know about that one.
So now to the marketing. So obviously, you know, Dennis had to, cut out early. He's on the East Coast time, so it's getting a little late. But make sure you like, share, and follow Ignorant Thinkers Podcast. You know, one of the hardest working men, you know, in the podcast industry. Yeah, he got Talkie Is Tuesdays, Saturday got the Side John. He's on the show on Wednesdays called, I think it's Why Wednesdays. But like I say, you catch that man, you know, pretty much anywhere. All right. Did you hear what Chocolate said? That's Sharon Mullen. Please like, share, support. She got some great material, so go look her up and please listen and support it. She definitely has a mind of her own and definitely have you thinking about some of the stuff she talks about. So please make sure you follow, like, share. You got Just Keep Digging, and that's Dig on Doug. What's up, Doug? We miss you, my brother. Please like, share, and follow. He should be back soon. I think right now he's out soaring his royal oats, but his material is great. It's usually life situations, and he'll definitely keep you thinking. So please like, share, support, and if you got oats to soar as well, do your thing. Talk to him, Jay Weezy.
Oh man. Oh man, you have to come to me after that. I had to pull my glasses off. Yeah, man, we got to get back on the train, man. Like I said, my work schedule changed this week, and I've been going in pretty early, earlier than usual. So I kind of had to shut it down. I haven't really been around, man, but we're gonna get this Willie's Bar thing going back and get it going this week. So stay tuned.
Bam.
Got some laughs for y'all.
Absolutely. And if y'all didn't catch the first episode, please go to YouTube page, Facebook, like, share. It's hilarious. And for adults, baby, go check it out. Make sure you ready to
Yeah,
bring them ears.
yeah,
And
definitely
it's
not for the
broke time.
kids.
Right, exactly. It's broke time. We got that boy Rashad was in the building. We had one of Rashad's rants tonight, Aaron Rodgers. But please check out his podcast with his co-host Abby. They're pretty versatile, talking about different sports, the events, and things of that nature. You'll catch Rashad ranting here and there, especially if it's something that's debatable and heated. He'll definitely bring that material. So please like, share, and follow. All right, we got that boy Donovan, man. Donovan, we miss you too, man. We ain't seen you in a minute, but baseball right now, I know they were having meetings today, and if they didn't agree on some, I think tonight they're supposed to cancel more baseball games. As a matter of fact, when we're done, I got to see what's
Terrible.
going on with that because they've already canceled the first 2 weeks, so it may be more after tonight. So, but when we get up and rolling. We're going to be talking about them Braves, Giants, and Mets, in that National League battle. So please like, share, and follow. All right, we got the man Double A. We missed him tonight. He's out in Hawaii, on his surfboard. He out there surfing right now. But definitely catch the next edition of Final Breadcrumbs, where he'll show you how to turn 2 cents into $1.50, and show you how to get some Bitcoin and the whole nine, and show you how to flip, a roll of quarters into a stack of dollars. So please like, share, and follow. And then obviously you got your boy King Czar. We're still ironing out the details. Matter of fact, Josh is getting paperwork from the agent right now. We try to make sure that the percentages is right. So be on the lookout for that, because once that hit, it will go down like prom dresses. And for some of those out there, we're going to debut the new anthem for the Stay Tuned Live. So check it out. Stay tuned live. Stay tuned live. We all about to hit those up, but now we still popping. If they too live tonight, if they jump dropping, we still bringing heat, we still bringing venom. The hope is fire because it's all free. Topics be on here, the base be real quick, Give it night, give it week. And if you ask Justin, we'll take nobody's coming. What Donovan was shot up and down. So lay your fan going, Josh Shiver, my go. Take wheels down top, always from the big. And you know your boys on from the back. Then it's not a good way back. From Carolina, oh yeah, I can dig it. Speaking of digging, it was up, let's get it. If you get it, put it down, take a bread. Let's put the dollar in the wow. Y'all know what time it is. There it is, baby. Stay tuned live. Y'all know what we do every
Spitting
Tuesday.
that fire.
Hey, man, that's what we do, man. We got the fire show. We got the fire cast. And every Tuesday night is what we do for y'all. So
let us P like his
go do your thing, sports P, before we end it up. Talk to the people. Tell them where they can find
Yeah,
you.
man, it's good to have you, brother. Glad, man, you got to come back.
Thank you, man. Yeah, man, I would love to come back on the show, man. Catch me on my IG Sports PSP. Also, to check out the Ball Hog Sports Podcast. It's a podcast where sports, business, and entertainment collide. The show will be on Friday morning. Also, go check out our Facebook and our YouTube channel. Go check it out. Yeah.
You said Sports PSP?
Yeah, Sports PSP. You can find that on my IG.
I got you. I just got you
Yeah,
right
man.
now.
I
Following
be
you, Playboy.
doing what he talking about, man. He got a lot of information, man. He stay on top of all the late breaking news, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm following him right now.
That's my guy, man.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Merch. Hey, hit me up. I already know some of y'all already put y'all bids in, so we're gonna get that merch start rolling, man. So I appreciate everybody, man. Sports P, you know what I mean? Jay Weezy.
Yeah,
man.
man.
And Lamar, man, he had to go early. Rashad, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like Ian. Yeah, man. We're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. Like we say, stay tuned, baby. Let them know,
Stay
Jay.
tuned.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys.